It hurts a lot not being close to him. And my biggest fear is not to get the visa and eventually lose him.
The thing that I find the most fascinating when it comes to Matthew and Anna is that Matthew was nervous about telling Anna this whole time about the visa, about how the visa is going to wait. It's going to be an extra like 2 years. And he was nervous that if he told her that she was going to leave him because she really wanted to come to America. Now, when he did finally tell her, she was upset. But in the end, she came around and she was like, you know what, it's fine. 1 more year, 2 more years, it is what it is. I've been waiting my whole life. You know what I wonder? And I'll tell you what, let me play this little bit here and then I'll tell you what I'm wondering.
1 more year is not gonna kill me. Or 2, who knows? So I'll be waiting.
I kind of played it a little bit too soon, but before she says those lines, she does say that it did say that I've been waiting my whole life. And it's interesting because you can't tell me that you've been waiting your whole life for Matthew. You didn't know who he was. So the whole idea is that we know for her, she's been waiting her whole life to go to America. She's making that abundantly clear. But saying that you've been waiting your whole life and 1 or 2 more years isn't going to hurt you, then that means it's not a matter of you being with him in 1 or 2 more years. It's a matter of you being in America in 1 or 2 more years because you've been waiting for that your whole life. But here's the thing. If her love, but she says that she misses him already because she loves him. Well, if their love is so strong, why haven't they both had this conversation? And that is a simple conversation of saying, hey, so what if the visa falls through? What if you can't come here? Can I move here and be with you here in Brazil? Why hasn't Matthew proposed that? And why hasn't she been like, well, if it doesn't work, well, then you could come and live here with me in Brazil? It's interesting how that's not an option. Now for him, maybe it's not an option because of work commitments, but if you love someone, you will sacrifice some things that are necessary to sacrifice so you can be with that person, right? I mean, listen, at the end of the day, we all have jobs here and there and everywhere, and sometimes we don't want to leave them, but if it means living with the person that makes us the most happiest, we would happily leave that job and find another job elsewhere. May not pay as much, may not but you would do it, right? Because that's what love is about, right? Or at least it's a part of love, right? I want to know why that conversation isn't even a thing. I mean, for her, it's abundantly clear that moving to Brazil is not an option because she's been waiting her whole life to go to America. Matthew, why haven't you presented that? But either way, though, let me know what you're thinking about the fact that they haven't had that conversation about the option of, being in Brazil together rather than America if it doesn't work out in terms of the visa process. While she's out here with her crocodile tears, pretending that she's all upset because she's missing her man that she loves because he's going back to America. Listen, we all know why you're crying. You ain't crying because you're leaving, because he's leaving you and going back to America, but you know he's going to fly back anyway and see you within that space of the next year or 2 anyway. You're just crying because you just can't go there straight away. It's like living your dream. Anyway, you guys let me know what you're thinking down below and talk about it. Don't forget to like, sub, and of course,